Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to Minimal Fear. This is a game that I was reached out by an indie developer who asked me if I would play the game and do a video on it. So, honestly, I don't know a whole lot about it. The link he gave me on itch.io does not, or did not contain a lot of information on the game. He just thought I might like it. So, I'm kind of going in blind here. It was a rainy summer, one in which the unusual intensity made its way into the news. But I couldn't let it stop me from leaving that city for a few days. My mom lives in the countryside, and all I've wanted for my vacation was to spend some days there, feeling the smell of the wet, green surroundings, bathing on rainwater. On my way there, I pretended to leave behind my daily anxieties and daily pressures. But something didn't feel right as I drove by the shadows of the always present trees. I felt cold, uneasy, ready, as if I were walking toward the unknown, the same instinctive sensation that comes with seeing a dark gray sky before a storm. Anxiety. I've told myself, thinking how this thing managed to be part of most people's lives today. But as soon as I tried to calm down, the engine of my car started to sound like if something went loose inside, shaking everything around me and slowing down my car. As I couldn't drive forward, it seemed like the coldness of the rain outside came in silently and quickly. My eyes searched for nearby shelter, and I could see a nice old countryside house with lit windows. I've left my car closed and made my way to said house, searching for someone that could help me fix my car or offer shelter until the weather cleared a bit. But as soon as I've walked over a mud-covered path, the ground crumbled under my feet, and darkness swallowed me. Anxiety now had a reason to double its power, and let my body do the trick, converting it into the adrenaline that would help me survive. My body hit an underground old building, cold as the rainwater, filled by gray silhouettes of discarded materials hidden in the shadows. I believe the adrenaline and discarded pieces of mattress were the reason I've managed to survive the fall without any severe damage. Just a random mattress under there? I'm lucky I've survived this fall. I need to find a way out of here. Okay. So I'm guessing the mouse isn't much use here. Hello, other square blob person. Do you also work here? Am I hallucinating? Me? No, I just fell from the roof back there. I had a problem with my car, and I didn't feel safe staying in it, so I walked to the nearby house, and this huge hole opened under my feet. I'm sorry, lady, but I can assure you, you're not safe in here. Just look at me. You're bleeding. What happened to you? What is this place? This place used to be an old underground cellar. Then it was rebuilt into a compact research facility. The room you fell into still has the old architecture. The recent rains might have damaged the structure. I'm one of the tech guys in this place. I've used to fix and improve stuff that people would use in the upper level, but I had no direct participation with the research. But what sort of research could do this to you? As far as I know, it was only something about probiotics, something to improve people's lives. It's hard for me to believe this is happening. Can I walk you outside? We need to call an ambulance. Don't worry, lady. I've patched myself up, and there's no way out of here. I've locked myself in here as soon as something started attacking us. This place was run by Dr. Francis, the coolest guy I've ever worked for, always so uplifting. One could notice his bald, shining head from the end of the corridor. This facility has no phone signal. We would trade messages among us using paper notes, but we were always told those were measures to prevent the world from easily stealing research data. Today was a day like any other. Until I've heard screams up there, of course. I tried to save my colleagues, but there was something there, a thing I can't find words to describe. It bit me. Yet I was the only one that managed to escape and hide in here. Well, I can't leave you here like this, and I can't stay here either. It's freezing. How long will it take for people to find us? Knowing this place and how few people know about it, I think a rescue team might find us in a month or so. Our bodies. Indeed. But I don't think there's any other way. The lab went into a security lockdown, and only Dr. Francis could unlock this place with his fingerprint or similar biometric key. It was built that way to lock any invader inside the lab, and rare occasions it has no one in it. So there's a way out. I just need to find this doctor you speak of and unlock the doors. There's any way to move inside this lab, or is it completely closed? The inner doors are locked by codes or keycards. One could find them by searching what remains of those who worked here. In theory, this could lead to Dr. Francis, but it's impossible to survive whatever's up there. I have to try. I can't let myself die in here, and if I get out, I'll bring help. I can't let both of us die a freezing slow death. Just you, not me. Try to keep yourself warm in here. I'll go as fast as I can. I won't do that. Thank you, lady. I won't oppose you. I can only offer a few more tips and my flashlight. As soon as you went to the lab, go find some gloves. You don't want to touch what's up there with your bare hands. Coronavirus. Read everything carefully. Press and hold E to examine and interact with stuff close by once you get your gloves. That's oddly specific. Be sure to type the codes correctly. Stand in front of locked doors. Type the keyboard and erase with backspace. What are these keyboards and backspaces you speak of? This is real life. I'll pray for your safety. Okay. Bye, dude. Haha, flashlight. Locked by keycard. Don't move when close. When close or close? I found some gloves. People used to take care of this gelatin thing. Now I can search for keys and codes. A weird red formation blocks the path ahead. It looks like it's made of flesh. Bro, do you just walk backwards? You don't turn around? The mature culture of BST covers the entire moist surface of organic material. The biofilm it forms can only be found when exposed to light and remains unaltered in contact with very levels of oxygen. It should be fully capable of flowing through veins. We only need to adjust the correct amount of blood substitute and BST. We'll soon start the next phase of tests with electricity. The elevator leading to the outside. Door is locked. BST has many similarities with known bacillus, but it shines in differences. It seems like it developed a different behavior in order to survive longer and active under harsh environment. This bacteria is capable of producing a variety of antibiotics and synthesize conservants in order to prevent matter from decaying. Raw meat, fresh, and cut leaves green. BST would be ingested by a variety of living forms and release itself inside their intestines to resume reproduction and living in symbiosis. BST can be revolutionary for food industry and medicine. Nice. Bacillus subtilis var tundra, or BST, was discovered in Antarctic tundra around by Edmund and a team of researchers documenting the effects of global warmth. Different from the known Bacillus subtilis strains, this rare bacteria seems to have developed endospores that push its resistance far beyond what we've known. It also might have developed different antibiotic chemistry to match its survival habili? What? I don't know. It seems like our bacteria strain can spread faster through hemoglobin-based blood substitutes, while in perfluorocarbon, it seems to drift for a long time before starting to form spores. From now on, we will only use the hemoglobin solution and test it. Dr. Francis theorizes the mix itself could be a miracle in cases of severe blood loss or infectious blood diseases. If the doctor wants something beyond groundbreaking. Yee. Hey. I can't leave? Are you kidding me? Is that you breathing? Oh! What the fuck? Okay, I'm confused. Don't move when close. I get that, but where the fuck am I supposed to go? Like, I don't have any idea how to get to those doors. Okay. Sure. 6 pieces of organic material kept in conservation by BST. 1 sample of living root. Dr. Francis and his team agree that our cultures of BST seem to develop faster if we warm up the air around it. With the natural underground cold of this region, it seems perfect for our project. There's no need to hurry any procedure. We'll keep the electricity tests with defrosted swine brains. Amanda suggested multiple tests involving chicken organs as well. Any hidden secrets? 2 fecundated eggs kept with proper temperature in order to observe changes to the growing bird specimen. Okay. Not moving. Are you gonna go away anytime soon, please? And thank you. Bye-bye. Did our tech staff to adapt some Tesla coils? We need to make our models transfer energy to our tools in a higher frequency. We'll be seeing them the needed specs soon, but we believe the result will be a continuous burst of electricity that might be just what we need to get to our next step. Different samples of fungus kept in observation. We've upgraded the coils and we'll work on spare parts to keep them in case of need. Dr. Francis was really happy with the idea of upgrading the operating table to be able to conduct electricity. With these changes, you'll be able to use the digital panels to share energy evenly or apply the desired amount to specified areas of the table's surface. You sound like an overly horny dog or something. Six, 1, 9, 2, 0, 8. 619208. Really? Whew. Okay. A fresh chicken heart was more than enough to prove BST was completely capable of keeping an organ from decaying after being removed from the body. We only had to provide electric stimulation to keep it pumping our mix of BST and blood substitute. The chicken will be kept alive and linked to an experimental machine capable of stimulating its circulatory. Creepy. Such a weird machine. It stores a vivid red liquid, almost like blood. After 7 days, my heart is still fully functional, but the BST in it made significant changes to its original form. Without any predator around to swallow the raw meat, BST developed a series of tiny filaments able to move, covering the entire organ. The millions of microscopic cylinders can draw humidity from its surroundings and convert it into a slimy liquid, making the filaments able to generate enough motion to relocate the host. The heart now moves like a slug. That's gross. The red tank is linked to this thing, may be used to mix its content. Dr. Sullivan agreed with Dr. Francis and proceeded to reattach the moving heart to the chicken. The procedure was successful and the animal will be kept in observation to make sure it will be able to survive with the altered heart. First hours after the procedure show absolutely no signs of rejection. Locked. Isn't that why I have a key card? Creepy sounds. The chicken healed completely and its heart's mutations devolved as the BST found its way into the body and ensured its own survival and symbiosis. The chicken will be kept in farms and observation for its whole life. We can say it shows signs of a stronger immune system and a vigorous mood not seen before our tests. We are getting close to our biggest challenge. We are done with the organs. Now we will be experimenting on dead animals. If BST and electricity works as expected, we'll soon have a truck filled with pigs to be taken farm with all their functions brought back even long after rigor mortis. A lot of cylinders storing chemicals. Can't go that way. Still locked. So I'm going to guess then that it's down this way. They cultivated something here. It looks like a gelatinous formation. We have enough samples of what BST can do to flesh. We have seen it maintaining and repairing vegetable life in the form of sticky sap. Now we need to see if it can go beyond. I want to see it work inside the human body, but a body that no longer holds the breath of life. BST inside our blood substitute will flow through the corpse and try to restore it to its former state. Then I'll administrate... I'm pretty sure that's not how that word works. Electricity myself and guide life back into the dead. Okay, Frankenstein. Angela lost her uncle yesterday. He couldn't resist another stroke. Blood pressure delivered a sudden and silent fatal blow to a good person. Knowing our secret, she asked us to make him the first subject of our final step into changing the way the world sees death. We'll bring him in, and I'm sure he'll leave this place better than he ever was. Better, yes. This bald head. I recognize Dr. Francis anywhere. That thing got him too, and he seems too heavy to drag his body to the doors opened by his fingerprint. What should I do now? Duh, cut his fucking hands off. Oh, God. Uncle? Are you Angela's uncle? You seem better than you've ever been. Aha! Found a pair of sharp scissors. I'll have to use it to get the doctor's fingerprint. Yeah. You mean fingers. We're gonna cut off his fingies. Come here, Dr. Francis. Yep, that ought to do it. How genius of you to walk backwards. That way nothing could sneak up on you from behind. What do you mean the door's locked? Do I use his fingies to get in here? Yep. Data management intelligence. This room is the safest one. I bet not even that thing can ooze its way inside, yet this machine has been turned on. I don't know how to operate it, but it seems like the last thing it did was showing some sort of recently stored data. I wonder if someone was here before me. That creepy sound does not give me any sort of relief or expectation that it won't ooze its way in here. The text displayed here seemed to have been written by someone following the events before they lost control of the experiment. Our test subject is John Wilson, age 55, dead 7 days ago due to brain damage caused by a stroke. Uncle Wilson! We've injected Mr. Wilson's body with different dosage mixes of BST and blood substitute, then simulated heartbeat for 24 hours. BST fully spread throughout the body, and Dr. Francis proceeded to administrate electric discharges as soon as the bacteria started to show biofilm humidity covering the skin. After the procedure, the machines were turned off and the body slowly regained life signals. Heart started to pump blood at an acceptable rate for resurrection, and brain showed faint activity, working with BST to reconstruct or replace dead cells. The test subject was kept inside the operating room in observation. BST shows signs of high activity. After the interaction with electricity, the bacteria seems to be working the entire body in order to recover its lost functions. Why? Why are we swelling up right now? I don't like that. Electricity needed to reactivate a body appears to have forced a defensive behavior on BST, which triggered a process of wrapping the entire body in a thick biofilm layer. The brain activity is still slow. Dr. Francis believes our experiment to be functioning as a cocoon. It will open by itself once the body of Mr. Wilson is fully resurrected. The bone and muscular structure seems to be slowly attaching to the thick cover, but some of us believe it might not be the case. The biofilm might have thickened enough to make it hard for us to retrieve accurate information. That was the last log added by them. After that, it all went to hell. That thing is a person? Or used to be. Something lost between death and life. I don't have time for this. I'll make my way out of here and call the authorities. Whoever can isolate and contain this madness. Cool. I mean, it's not so bad. It's like he can't even see you if you're not moving. It's like a much uglier T-Rex. Oh, fuck, he followed me. I've managed to get to the elevator. The metal doors closed like hands and pulled me away from the underground insanity. I could feel the distance between me and the root of my fear, but something inside my heart kept telling me it wasn't over. Maybe it was the fact that there was still someone down there waiting for help. As soon as the doors opened, I was inside the small old house I've tried to get to and stay until the weather cleared. The building was hollow, only there to cover the entrance to the lab, but it had a mysterious item laying over a table. You mean a phone? As soon as I've seen the shape of a telephone, I've grabbed it and was ready to dial any emergency number, but that telephone had only a single large button. As I pressed it by instinct, someone picked up my call and promptly asked about the condition of the lab. In a hurry, I've explained what happened down there, as well as what happened to me, and the person listening believed every single word, as if she knew there was a possibility of it happening. I was told to stay there, waiting for the rescue team, and it didn't take long before I heard sound of car engines. People came in, some with heavy weaponry and gas masks, others in suits carrying a suitcase. The suitcase was filled with money and papers for me to sign. They offered me medical and mental help combined with some compensation money. All I had to do was keep silent, tell no one about what I've seen, and I've accepted. As you should. I probably would too. I know their experiences didn't end there, but all I wanted was to be safe with my mom, away from their next mistake, and filthy fucking rich. Thank you, Adriano Silva, for making the game. I try to make games. Aw. That was pretty cool. I like it. Good story. Good story. Not really heavy on the jump scares. The atmosphere was pretty cool. The music was creepy as hell, and the like freaking horny monkey sound coming from the creature was disturbing. But not bad overall. Pretty good. I like the old style, like 8-bit games or whatever you call those. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, well, thank you for watching. Hit the like button for me down there. It does help with the YouTube algorithm and spreading the video to others. And maybe consider subscribing to the channel. You know, it's a weird thing to do these days. You know, who subscribes to stuff, right? No, seriously, you should subscribe to the channel. It's like the only metric that helps small creators like myself get our video out other than watch time and views, but you know, like button. But thank you. Thanks for stopping by. If you're looking to play this game yourself, if I have a link to the game, I'll place it down in the description. I'll have to go back and look and see if I have a link that I can share. If not, there's other stuff down there. There's other playlists, different videos to watch. I've got well over 150 videos, plenty for you to enjoy yourself. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye.